Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. Today we're going to check out watches like we always do. But today, today we're reviewing watches that I got because the manufacturer makes them and I want to sell them. Sound weird? It does. What happens over time as manufacturers build up their line? They typically deprecate products. So the amount you're holding in stock, the SKU count, usually doesn't grow, year on year. You try to keep it to a basic level. Today I'm featuring eight new Marathon watches, but there's no Marathon watches leaving the stable. So it just increases my SKU count, it increases my holding inventory value. As you see, I'm being extremely honest with you. I thought I would redo it when I put my head down, but I said, you know what? Screw it. Let's just keep it in. So we're reviewing 8 new Marathons. It's the OSARs in the jumbo and in the small. And they seem to keep making watches. They did Arctic dials. They say, okay, let's do anthracite cases. Then let's do, haven't done this one yet, Arctic dials in anthracite cases. I'm sure it's coming. And the SKU count just keeps going up and up and up. Marathon, if you're listening, lower your SKU count, especially in expensive watches. It's killing me. Let's check out the watches. I'm sorry you had to see me that way at my most vulnerable. Okay, so here we are. We are going to be checking out 8 amazing new Marathon watches, no doubt about it. They are really nice, just a lot of them, and I've got a lot in stock. So I'm actually going to show you 9. The 9th I wanted to bring to the party for comparison is the OSAR, Original Search and Rescue, which came out, it's got to be well over a year ago at this point. And this is the same 41 millimeter case that you're used to. The OSARs just have larger markers and no tritium. So they decided to make these watches in both a 46 in the jumbo and in a 36, the mid-size. So I want to go over those with you today, and we'll do the size comparison. But first off, the jumbos only come in this monster of a case. And it's not just a cheap Pelican case or whatever the name brand may be. I must say, this is probably the most expensive case I've ever seen for a watch. It actually has detents that you have to pull down, levers you have to pull down first before the ears will actually unlock the case. And inside, somebody stole my watch. No, it was me. You get some kind of a Marathon thing. I don't know what it is. Pillow where the watch would be, and whoops, that was the flashlight. And your paperwork. But man, it is, if you're serious about your, I have to hit this just to even get the thing up. Wow. If you're serious about your watches, man, that's a hell of a case. Let's get into it. So while we are looking at a bunch of watches, they're going to fall into just 2 different camps, the mid-size 36 or the jumbo 46. And in the middle here I have, well, right in the middle, 41 millimeter, right? 5 millimeters separate these two, 5 millimeters separate these two. All the watches you're going to see are automatic, and they are all non-tritium watches. So let's start with the big boy, because, well, that's what I want to do. So jumbo, regular. You do see a little bit of a difference in the lume color, definitely a little bit greener on this guy. But let's fly over the specs. So I'm going to show you black on a strap, and then of course Marathon makes black on a bracelet, same watches on a bracelet. And then they make, where is it, white on a strap. I got so many watches hanging around here. And of course, white on a bracelet. Again, all same sizes, just difference. The differences are going to be in the dial color, hand color, and the bracelet. Here we roll, 46 millimeters in diameter. Wow, can you guess? 17 millimeters thick. Big boy. 55 millimeters on the luck tip to luck tip. Holes for easy peasy strap changes. Solid screw down. Case back, all the Marathon marking that you're probably used to. Sapphire crystal, a super thick and beautiful sapphire crystal with a Cyclops. 22 millimeter rubber strap, and this is their 3-piece rubber strap that when you buy the watch, you get 2 lengths of, you get 2 tails, 2 lengths of tail over here, so that you can fit it to larger or smaller wrists, whichever one you want to use. 300 meters of water resistance, a screw down crown with amazing knurling on it. The weight. On the strap, 180 grams. On the bracelet, 250 grams. In case you're not up on your grammage, that's over half a pound of watch. That's insane. Price, I should do price as well. On the rubber strap, $2,250, and on the bracelet, $2,700. Islander Long Island Watch does not make a bracelet for the jumbo or the mid-size yet. We do, of course, make a bracelet. It's our BRAC-90. We do make a bracelet for the 41 millimeter GSAR, OSAR, TSAR, etc. But that's the watch. Let's go over operation. Screw down crown, as I said. Beautiful knurling. So you'll unscrew it. You can pull it out 2 clicks to set the time, 1 click out to set the date. I have not said a thing about the movement because it's actually a little bit special in this watch. It is not, well, it is a Sellita, but it's not what you expect. It is Sellita SW600. The 600 was chosen by Marathon, I asked them specifically, because it has a higher power reserve, so you get a 62-hour power reserve, which is really awesome. But then fitting of the watch's large stature and nature, the date wheel is actually bigger. So I went before I started here and I put them both on the 26th. So you can see there is a slight difference in print size under the Cyclops. So that's why they went with this one. The other ones do not have this movement. The other ones are all SW200 movements. And then quite contrary to a Marathon, these all have Mariglow. There is no active tritium illumination, just like the original, the OSAR. So you can choose from a black or the Arctic in white, and then you can choose from the white on a bracelet, or you can get the black on a bracelet. There you go. Then, man, look at these two next to each other, right? Is that insane? You guys have heard me say this before. The 36 millimeter Marathons are the most returned watches because people do not understand the size. They're decently thick, but they are, well, not small. I don't want to say small. They are perfect for smaller wrists. But I think most people with the smallish wrists, 6 3/4, 6 1/2, are actually happier at a 41 millimeter regular size. But anyway, let's go over the mid-size. I actually have to, I gotta bring in the zoom a little bit because the watch is so small. So we're looking at 36 millimeters in diameter, 13 thick to that flat sapphire, 43 1/2 on the lug tip to lug tip. You got the same holes for strap changes, same case back. In case I didn't mention, the jumbo is a 22 millimeter bracelet or 22 millimeter lug. This guy is an 18. Let's see, sapphire crystal, you still get that same 3-piece strap in case you want longer or shorter tails on it. 300 degrees of water resistance. It's gonna weigh 100 grams on the strap, 140 grams, 140 grams on the bracelet. Your pricing is gonna be at $14.40 on the bracelet, $10.80 on the rubber strap. So you get, let's come out just a little bit. You get 4 of them. There's a bug floating around here. Get out of here, bug. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here you go. They glow like crazy. This is Mariglow. It is passive illumination. So you charge it up with sunlight, office light, whatever, and then we go into the darkness. It glows like crazy. In the first probably 20 to 30 minutes, the Mariglow will supersede or be stronger than any radioluminescence tritium that you find on the market. But probably after like 30 minutes or so, the tritium would probably start to surpass these passive illuminations. But still, this is easily enough passive illumination to last the night with adjusted eyes. I was so messed up in the beginning, I didn't do a wrist check, so I'll just throw it in here now. Techni, a brand carried years ago, going to start carrying it again. I did a whole closeout. I bought about 1,000 watches. That's something you can do when you are sitting on cash. And then, bloop. Men wear pink. Thank you everybody that participated in this one. I will leave the zoom the same through all of these. So this is the mid-size, the 36. Yeah, it looks great on my wrist. A little bit small for me, but it does fit me fine. 6 1/2 below the bone, 6 3/4 above. Next up, this is the 41. Again, this is the original one, 41 millimeter. I just want to show it to you how it looks on my wrist so you guys can kind of get a better comparison. This is the one that was released about a year ago that I own a couple I actually own I don't know, at least one or two of the regular G-SARs. And then I actually also own, I think I have two jumbos, at least one. But here's the jumbo. Again, I'm leaving the scale the same, or excuse me, I'm leaving the zoom the same so you guys can see the difference. 6.5, 6.30. So yes, I do not regularly, but I do own a watch. At least two of them, well, at least one of them, I think. Maybe it is two, who knows? In this size. And you know, you may think it's ridiculous on my wrist, but I don't care. I'm wearing it for me, not for you. But I could see how people would say this might be a little bit large, definitely top heavy. It's a beast of a watch. And that's it. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com giving you a candid overview of the new jumbo and mid-size OSAR models. Martin Mitchell, I love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Just skim down the SKU count. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to say, leave it below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.